Chemical grinding process. In this lecture, we will discuss about chemical melting process. In previous case, we are using a combination of two energies, that is electrical and chemical energy. But in this case, we are only using chemical energy. That is, here the chemical melting, non-traditional melting process, extensively employed to produce geometrically complex and precision parts from engineering materials in industries as diverse as aerospace, electronics, and automotive manufacturing. From these fields, we can machine by using chemical machining process very easily. That is, the chemical machining process include those wherein material removal is accomplished by chemical reaction. Coming to working principle, here the process is a controlled chemical dissolution of a workpiece material removed by contact with strong reagent is known as etchant. Special coating called maskants. It is used to protect area from which the metal is not to be machined. Here the etchant is flow where wherever we want to machine. At that particular point, we pass the etchant in that area. In that the workpiece should be machined. Suppose in that area, in some of the points, the workpiece cannot be machined. In that surfaces, we use maskants. The maskants to protect the workpiece from the etchant. Here, the process is used to produce pockets, contours, and to remove materials from parts having a high strength to weight ratio and that cannot be machined by using the conventional machining process. Next, here observed in this diagram, it consists of chemical reagent is known as etching solution. It here we are provided on heating circuit. It is maintain the temperature, and the hanger is used to hold the object by using hanger, and we are using maskants, and it is the workpiece, and it is the feature of the undercut to be developed by using this process, and stirrer to flow the chemical reagent on the workpiece. Here the worksheet should be hanged of the placing the workpiece. The chemical reagent should be the temperature should be maintained at the required temperature range, and place the maskants at the wherever we cannot machine at that area, we place the maskants, and by using stirrer we pass the chemical reagent at the required area to be machined at the particular point. Next, coming to key elements. Here the two key materials used in chemical milling process, that is etchant and maskant. What is etchant? Etchant is nothing but it dissolves the workpiece material by chemical action. Next, what is maskant? Maskant is nothing but it does not allow etchant to reach and react with workpiece to dissolve it. Next, processing, that is first we have to prepare the workpiece, that is pre-cleaning of the workpiece. Next, masking, application of chemically resistant material where we cannot machine the surface. At that point, we apply the masking. Next, the next step is the coating cleaned workpiece material with the masking material. Next, after that, the selected masking material should be readily strippable mask which is chemically impenetrable, that is impenetrable with the etchant enough to stand chemical reaction abrasion during the etching process. Next, the selection of mask depends on the size of the workpiece material, the number of parts to be produced, and desired detail geometry. Based on these, we select the maskant. Next, coming to etch. Etch is nothing but dip or spray exposure to the etchant. This stage is carried out by immersing type etchant machine as shown in figure. Next, the workpiece material is immersed into the selected etchant, and the uncovered areas with should be measured by using a maskant. Generally carried out, it is elevated temperature which is dependent on the etchant material, the temperature of the etchant. Next, coming to, then the etched workpiece is rinsed to clean etchant from the machine surface. Next, removal of mask, that is strip remaining mask and clean. Next, finishing, that is inspection and postponing, that is it will the machine we reached the machining surface at correct based on the required dimensions or not by using some inspection methods after post processing. Next, coming to here diagrammatic representation of some sequence of steps. In first step, we will clean the workpiece and apply the maskants. Next, remove the wherever we want to remove the workpiece, and that we don't apply the mask. Next, by passing the etchant at that required point, the material will be removed like this way. After that, we will remove the maskant from the workpiece. We get required machining process. Next, coming to maskant material, which is called maskant, is used to protect workpiece surface from the chemical etchant. Next, polymer or rubber based materials are generally used for masking procedure. Next, selected masking material should have the following properties, that is tough enough to withstand the handling. Next, well adhering to the workpiece surface. Next, easy scribing, insert to chemical reagent used. Next, able to withstand the heat used during chemical machining. Next, easy and inexpensive removal after removal of machining etching. Next, multiple maskant coatings are used to provide a higher etchant resistance. Long exposure time is needed when thicken and rougher material. Dip or spray coating are used. Next, various maskant applications methods can be used, such as dip, brush, and spray. Next, possible maskant material for different workspace material were given in the table that is observed here. First one, aluminum and its alloys. For that case, the masking material should be polymer, butyl rubber, and neoprene. Next, for iron based alloys, polymer, polyvinyl chloride, polyethylene, butyl rubber. For nickel material, neoprene. The remaining material all should be the neoprene can be used as a masking material. For magnesium, copper and alloys, titanium, silicon. For all these materials, we use neoprene as a masking material. Next, coming to etchants. Etchants are most influential factors in the chemical machining process of any material, because by using the etchants, we are removing the workpiece. Various etchants are available to use on different workpieces. Based on the type of material, we can select the etchant. As in case of aluminum, sodium hydroxide is used as a etchant. Next, as in case of steels, hydrochloric acid and nitric acids are used as a etchants. Next, required properties of etchant, that is high etch rate, good surface finish, minimum undercut. Next, compatibility with commonly used maskants. These are the requirement properties of etchants. Next, high dissolved material capacity, economic generation, easy control of process, personal safety maintenance. Next, coming to types of agents, that is ferric chloride. It is most widely used agent in chemical machining. Next, it is mainly used for etching iron based alloys. Mainly we are using iron based alloys mostly. For that case, it is mainly used as a agent for copper and its alloys, aluminum, etc. Next, cupric chloride, that is CuCl2, is generally applied for copper and copper based alloys in electronic industry because various series generation systems are available for waste agents. Next, alkaline agents are introduced to the fabrication of electronic components such as printed circuit boards. Next, coming to advantages, easy weight reduction, no effect on the workpiece material properties such as hardness. Next, no burn formation, no stress introduction to the workpiece. Next, low capital cost of equipment. Next, requirement of less skilled worker, low tooling cost, the good surface quality, low scrap rate. Next, coming to disadvantages, that is difficult to get sharp burner by using this process. Next, difficult to chemically machine. Next, thick materials, that limit should not be depend on the work materials, but the thickness should be around maximum 10 mm. Next, scribing accuracy is very limited, causes less dimensional accuracy. Next, agents are very dangerous for workers. Next, agent disposals are very expensive. These are the disadvantages of this chemical machining process. Next, coming to applications, for producing complex configurations in delicate parts. Next, aviation industries for making aircraft wing panels, to manufacture very thin laminations without burrs. Next, printed circuit boards, jewelry. These are the applications of the chemical machining process, and advantages, disadvantages, working principle, process. The mainly use way, in case of electrochemical machining and grinding, we cannot use the non-conductive material, but in case of chemical machining process we can use any type of material. You should be react with the chemical. Okay, thank you.